South Africa, hey, South Africa. Hello, AIESEC South Africa. My name is Oyedele Oludamola Damy Olushola. I am currently the member committee vice president for external relations for AIESEC in New Zealand, and before now I was the same in the same position for AIESEC in Indonesia. And before then as well, I was supporting the national team of AIESEC in Nigeria as the alumni coordinator. So pretty much I've been in AIESEC for the last 5 years, and in these last years I've really experienced a lot when it comes to managing people, when it comes to international relations, when it comes to working with diverse teams of people with different perspectives and different attitudes as well as beliefs. And this experience has actually made me become the kind of person I am today. It has shaped me to become a very active and proactive person. It has shaped me to become someone who wants to always impact positively into people's lives, someone who listens rather than always wanting to speak. And this has actually given me the kind of platform to which I believe will be very useful for my future and for any objective or for any activities that I will be engaging in my future. I know I have about 5 minutes to this, so I'll try as much as possible to time myself so I don't go beyond it. So what is my motive for applying for AIESEC for applying for the member committee president of AIESEC in South Africa? In the last 4 weeks I have been talking with a lot of people both within AIESEC and out of it, and I have been explaining to them of my passion and interest to really want to take up another kind of position in AIESEC. I also spoke with some African GN board members at the moment, and some of them explained to me of potential possibilities and opportunities that are available within the African network. I also actually intended to apply for the external relations manager for the African GN board, but at that time I thought that how would this really impact greatly in my life? How would this contribute a lot more into my personality and my attitude? How would this give me a new feel and a new perspective and a new way of thinking? This will just be the same kind of things that I've always been engaging in the last 3 years of my external relations experience in AIESEC. And then came by the role of the member committee president of AIESEC South Africa. When this came by, I actually spoke to one of my closest friends here in New Zealand, who is also in my team, and she explained to me of how challenging this is. This person actually is the member committee president of AIESEC in New Zealand, and she explained to me the current situation of AIESEC in South Africa. And I felt that the experience that I've had in the past has actually given me some background of knowledge of how to manage challenging situations, even laying reference to my experience in Indonesia and other experiences I've had in the past. And I feel that this challenge is one that I'm not new to. This challenge is one that I believe that I can actually implement and impact positively and greatly in. And after speaking with this person, I spoke to some other people, and many of them actually explained to me that I, as an individual, have a lot more potentials and opportunities to impact greatly in this organization in South Africa as an AIESEC entity. And I know that since the existence of South Africa, or AIESEC in South Africa, there has never been an international president. So this on its own is another challenge to which I thought of as well. And I felt that at this stage, I think AIESEC in South Africa needs a reform, needs a revolution. AIESEC in South Africa needs a different blood, someone who is not mixed with the current situation and the current trends of the country, of the AIESEC country I mean. Someone who can see things from out of the box, from the external perspective, can lay reference to some things to which probably some South Africans in AIESEC have not actually been able to see. And this is one of the driving force and the motivation that I took from, to which I currently am using right now to apply for this position. And I feel that me as an international, actually coming from Nigeria, having had a lot of experience in my country before leaving the country for 2 international MC positions, I believe that I have seen a lot of international experiences. I have seen a lot of international and I've understood a lot of international opportunities and possibilities to which I believe that can be implemented in South Africa. I have also built a network of international friends to which are very influential, some of which are currently MCPs and some have been elected as MCPs for the next year. And I believe that this rally, this group of friends that I have, could support in growing AIESEC South Africa, could help us to bring out this change, be able to find what is the right thing for South Africa and be able to implement it properly. So my plan in that regards comes to the fact that I really want to identify some of the areas, some of the loose edges that AIESEC South Africa currently has. Loose edges in the area of membership education and membership understanding of what the AIESEC way currently is today and what we actually seek to achieve within the organization. Loose edges of what some external bodies to which the organization currently has close to it have made wrongly, some areas to which they have not really understood what AIESEC is trying to achieve in these current days, and not accepting the fact that the only constant thing in this world is change. Some other loose edges in the area of external position, in areas to which I believe that are things that can open a lot more doors for us, areas to which I know that if we invest more time and a little more money and a little more human resources, we will be able to achieve a greater result from. I have been doing external relations for the last 3 years for AIESEC, and I would pretty much say that I have seen external relations from all different perspectives. I haven't been to South Africa before, but I know that my international experiences would actually support me in quickly understanding what AIESEC in South Africa is all about. I am a very good listener. I'm a person who tries to see things from people's perspective as well. And what I do in many cases is that I try to listen to what they say and I try to incorporate their ideas into a final decision that I'm going to make. And this is what I plan to do if I am elected for the member committee president of AIESEC in South Africa. The kind of support I need right now is from you guys, from the local committee presidents, from the current member committee members of AIESEC in South Africa, from the National Advisory Council, from each and every member and executive board members of AIESEC in South Africa. I need each and every one of you support in this drive, in this push to be able to support the growth of AIESEC in South Africa. AIESEC in South Africa needs a lot of change. It needs the kind of change that is sustainable, change that can assist us to be able to grow in a way that we can sustain such growth and not fall back again after a year or two afterwards. My objective here is to build a solid platform, a platform to which in the next 3-4 years we can still reap from. To tie up all loose edges, to ensure that all the lacking areas to which the country currently has loose edges upon, is treated and we are able to find permanent solutions to it. My first objective is to ensure that I'm able to get buy-ins from you, to ensure that every single one of us within the organization in South Africa is able to to come together, bring heads together, and try to ensure that we make a plan that which each and every one of us will be a part of implementing of it. I'm sure my time is up now. Thank you very much for the time to allow me to speak to you guys, and hopefully I'll get some response from you through me being elected for this position. I'm really excited to to come to South Africa, knowing that I haven't been there before. I'm also excited to be the leader of a national committee, to ensure that the kind of change that is needed is actually implemented. I look forward to your response, and good luck and goodbye for now. Cheers.